Welcome to the Elegant Vagabond, the place where you level up your love life. Today we're diving into another powerful section of the art of kissing, the ultimate guide to mastering the kiss. Whether you're looking to impress, connect, or deepen your romantic game, this book has the secrets you need. So get comfortable, stay tuned, and let's break down the best techniques for unforgettable kisses.
The Art of Kissing by Hugh Morris. Episode 3. The Techniques of Kissing. Now is your chance. The moment you feel the tip of your nose touch her scalp, purse your lips and kiss her, the while you inhale a deep breath of air that is redolent with the exquisite odor of her hair. It is then but a few inches to her ear. Touch the rim of her ear with your lips in a sort of brushing motion. Breathe gently into the delicate shell. Some women react passionately to this subtle act. Brush past her ear in this way again and note her reaction. If she draws her head away, return to her hair and sniff luxuriously of it. Then settle back to her ear, the while you murmur sweet, airy nothings into it. From the ear to her neck is but another few inches. Let your lips traverse this distance quickly and then dart into the nape and, with your lips well pursed, nip the skin there, using the same gentleness as would a cat lifting her precious kittens. Then, with a series of little nips, bring your lips around from the nape of her neck to the curving swerve of her jaw, close to the ear. Gently kiss the lobe of her ear, but be sure to return to the tender softness of her jaw. From then on, the way should be clear to you. Nuzzle your lips along the soft, downy expanse until you reach the corner of her lips. You will know when this happens because suddenly you will feel a strange stiffening of her shoulders under your arm. The reason for this is that the lips constitute one of the main erogenous zones of the body. The nerve ends in it are so sensitive that the slightest contact with them sends a pleasurable thrill immediately through the nervous system, through the medulla portion of the brain, back through the nervous system again, through branches which connect up with motor nerves. In this case, the nerves that control the sphincter muscles of the mouth and lips and the sexual glands which were mentioned before. In plain English, the kissy knows she is to be kissed. All right, you have subtly kissed the corner of her mouth. Don't hesitate. Push on further to more pleasurable spots. Ahead of you lies that which had been promised in your dreams, the tender, luscious lips of the girl you love. But don't sit idly by and watch them quivering. Act! Lift your lips away slightly. Center them so that when you make contact, there will be a perfect union. Notice only momentarily the picture of her teeth in her lips. And then, like a seagull swooping gracefully down through the air, bring your lips down firmly onto the lips of the girl who is quivering in your arms. Kiss her. Kiss her as though, at that moment, nothing else exists in the world. Kiss her as though your entire life is wrapped up into the period of the kiss. Kiss her as though there is nothing else that you would rather be doing. Kiss her. At this point, it is necessary for us to discuss a few subjects which are germane to the art of kissing, particularly insofar as they apply to what has just been described. For instance, there has been raised quite a furor in regard to whether one should close one's eyes while kissing or while being kissed. Personally, I disagree with those who advise closed eyes. To me, there is an additional thrill in seeing, before my eyes, the drama of bliss and pleasure as it is played on the face of my beloved. I can see tiny wrinkles form at the corners of her eyes, wrinkles of joy. I can see fleeting spasms of happiness flit across her eyes. I can see these things, and, in seeing them, my pleasurable reactions to the kiss are considerably heightened. In keeping my eyes open, I am giving pleasure not to one sense alone, the sense of touch, but to two senses, the senses of touch and of sight. These two, coupled with the sense of smell, which is actuated by the perfume of her breath, all combine to make the kiss an exquisite, ineffable epitome of unalloyed bliss. How to kiss girls with different sizes of mouths. Another question which must be settled at this time concerns the size of the kissy's mouth. A consideration of this factor is important. Where the girl's mouth is of the tiny rosebud type, then one need not worry about what to do. Merely follow the directions as they were outlined above. However, there are many girls whose lips are broad and generous, whose lips are on the order of Joan Crawford's, for instance. The technique in kissing such lips is different. Different sizes of mouths require a different technique in kissing. For were one to allow his lips to remain centered, there would be wide expanses of lips, untouched and, therefore, wasted. In such cases, instead of remaining adhered to the center of the lips, the young man should lift up his lips a trifle and begin to travel around the girl's lips, stopping a number of times to drop a firm kiss in passing. When you have made a complete round of the lips, return immediately to the center bud and feast there. Feast there, as did that lover of Fatimas in Tennyson's poem, in which it was written that once he drew with one long kiss my whole soul through my lips, as sunlight drinketh dew. Then sip of the honey, like the bee that settles on the fragrant pistils of a flower and sips in the nectar for honey, so should you sip in the nectar from between the lips of your love. And it is nectar. For there is in this mingling a symbol of the holy communion of the spirits of two soulmates, joined together in the bonds of an indissoluble love. It was a kiss such as this which caused the writer of an old German novel to write, Sophia returned my kiss, and the earth went from under my feet. My soul was no longer in my body. I touched the stars. I knew the happiness of angels. Enjoy the thrills of kissing, but don't be in a hurry. As in all matters pertaining to love, don't hurry the process of kissing. A kiss is too rapturous a thing to be enjoyed for the moment, and the moment only. Linger longer on her lips than you have ever lingered before. Forget time. Forget everything but the kiss in which you are in the midst of. Don't be like that bashful young lover who, after a sweet long kiss, drew his lips away from the lips of his charmer. Immediately, she burst out into tears. "What's the matter?" he asked solicitously. "You don't love me," she said between sobs. "But I do." "Then why did you draw your lips away?" "I couldn't breathe," he said naively. "Breathe? Who wants to breathe? Who even wants to think of breathing in the middle of an impassioned kiss? Breathe through your nose if you have to breathe. But kiss, keep on kissing, as long as there is one minute of breath in you. Kiss, as Byron said we should kiss, with the long, long kiss of youth and love. Recently, in Chicago, there was held a marathon kissing contest to determine which couple could hold their kiss the longest without being forced to separate. One pair was able to hold their kiss for 15 hours. Think of that, 15 hours. And yet the naive lad stopped kissing because he couldn't breathe. Elizabeth Barrett Browning must have spent many an ecstatic night of kissing with the poet Robert Browning, if we are to judge from an excerpt from her Aurora Leigh, in which she described a kiss as being as long and silent as the ecstatic night. Another poet, unknown, but certainly one who knew whereof he speaks, wrote the following poem which deserves to be quoted in its entirety. Oh, that a joy so soon should waste, or so sweet a bliss as a kiss might not forever last, so sugared, so melting, so delicious. The dew that lies on roses, when the morn herself discloses, is not so precious. Oh, rather than I would it smother, were I to taste such another, it should be my wishing that I might die kissing. At this point, it should be explained that the lips are not the only part of the mouth which should be joined in kissing. Every lover is a glutton. He wants everything that is part of his sweetheart, everything. He doesn't want to miss a single iota of her million-pleasured joys, as Keats once wrote of them. That is why, when kissing, there should be as many contacts, bodily contacts, as is possible. Snuggle up closely together. Feel the warm touch of each other's bodies. Be so close that the rise and fall of each other's bosoms is felt by one another. Get next to each other. Snuggle up closely together. And this same thing applies to the mouth in kissing. Don't be afraid to kiss with more than your lips. After your lips have been glued together for some time, open them slightly. Then put the tip of your tongue out so that you can feel the smooth surface of your kissy's teeth. This will be a signal for her to respond in kind. If she is wholly in accord with you, if she is truly your real lovemate, then you will notice that she, too, has opened her lips slightly, and that soon her teeth will be parted. Then, if she is all that she should be, she should project the tip of her tongue so that it meets with the tip of yours. Heaven will be in that union. Lava will run through your veins instead of blood. Your breath will come in short gasps. There will rise up in you an overpowering, overwhelming surge of emotion, such as you have never before experienced. If you are a man, you will clutch the shoulders of your loved one and sense a shudder course through you that makes you pant. If you are a woman and being kissed, you will feel a strange languor passing through your limbs, your entire body. A shudder will go through you. You will moan in the delicious transports of love. And in all probabilities, you will go faint because the blood in your veins will be rushing furiously into your entire system and away from your head. Thus, you'll be unable to think any longer. You will only be able to feel the most exquisite of pleasures that it has been your lot to feel.
That's a wrap on this section of The Art of Kissing, your go-to guide for mastering one of the most powerful connections between two people. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe, share, and join me for the next episode, where we unlock even more secrets to the perfect kiss. Until then, go out there and make every kiss count.